Hello, I'm Theo Godson. Welcome to the 3-day Accelerator program. I'm excited to have you and thank you so much for taking the step to be here. I'm excited because this next 3 days is going to change your life. I believe it's going to change your life. Once you actually commit to be here to go through the next 3 days, the results you get would really propel you for the next phase. Now, first of all, I'll go down to talking about the reason I did this, because the reason we have this 3-day accelerator, we've had a lot of entrepreneurs who have gone through different programs before they are here, and they are talking about they've done this, they've tried this, and you're having different experiences. That could be you as well. You've had different experiences, trying different programs, and you're not getting results, and you want to actually get results. So that's the reason we're doing this, to ensure that, okay, it's about your results. Now, walking you through the next 3 days is all centered on all of these things all of these things you've experienced. They are here. You put them down and start working towards them. Now, you're eliminating the process of all of the issues you've had, all of the delays you've had, setbacks you've had about getting results. You probably have paid for a course before you didn't even go through. You've probably paid for programs. Maybe you did some things, but you didn't really follow through. Now, that's why we made this really short, 3 days, for you to actually set the pace for the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks for your journey. Now, let me quickly walk you through the actual 3D accelerator, what it's about, and what you experience. Now, day one for this experience is the plan overview. That's basically what I'm doing now, giving you the overview of the experience, what you're going to have each day on the journey, the importance of all of it, and everything you need to do to get started. That's what day one is about. Day two would go down to creating your blueprint. It's your plan. I'm gonna guide you towards creating your own plan. It's not my plan you're working with, it's your plan, but I'm just gonna guide you through getting your plan together. And then day three is for accountability. We'll go down deep into covering that and being able to track the different progress, the different steps you're making, the progress you're making, and the results you're getting. Now, that's accountability and stats. How to track it and how to actually ensure that, okay, you're using it to refine. And then another beautiful thing I'm going to drop on day three is my TRI method, TRI. I'm going to tell you more about what it is on day three. Now, back to day one. The reason this is really important is about results. And I know this personally because I've had programs where I was supposed to walk through different things, go through different things, and I didn't. And it cost me. I had to still go back and pay for the program or try to access the program again and start afresh. Some a 5 days program, 30 days program, and all of that. I understand the pain. And trust me, it's not just you. I know it's not just me. I've had a lot of people who have had such experiences as well. And part of the reason for that is sometimes when you're making this progress and you're doing things, you're enjoying it, you're seeing the importance of what you're doing, but due to a couple of other things, probably external, that you're experiencing, that are probably affecting some other results you're supposed to get, it can actually just break down everything else. And I understand it more than many or more than some. Now, the reason for this is the actual disconnect in our mental thinking, the way we process, because we've not completely aligned. And part of the things we're covering within these 3 days is helping you align. And I think that's the reason we added a bonus day. You could call it day 4 or a bonus day. The idea for it is to actually for consultation. So I'm going to make the team will be available to actually have conversations, actually address different issues. So we set time for the consultation. All you need to do is jump on the call, drop your questions, listen to the answers. Other people could be asking questions that you may have not even thought of, but you're experiencing, and their answers would also help give you clarity, and that's the purpose. And the beautiful thing is, this is absolutely free, and the reason is to actually get you results. We can't help you with every other thing we're doing as a company or as an organization without you being the right fit for us. Now, working with a lot of entrepreneurs over time, I've seen entrepreneurs who just came, they got the program, they paid, they left. And I don't get that satisfaction from just taking people's money and not getting them results. I've had people who paid for programs and never did a thing. And I don't want that. I want to ensure before I take your money, you're ready. Before we take your money for anything, you're ready. And that's the reason we kick this off. And that's why you're here. So at this point, at the point where you complete this process and you're not ready for any of our other offers to step up the ladder, then you will be ready. So that's the important thing. Now, going through the different steps now, ensuring that you're actually getting results, taking you through. Now, from this day one, we start with you going down to your plan. What is your plan for the next phase? What is your plan for the next journey? What are the things you need to do? So you're looking at day one, all the plans you've set, all the things you want to do, you're putting it. So now, before we go down to the phases, we'll draft the actual plan we're using. I want you to do two things for me. Now, you draft out your plan for, if you don't do anything different today, you don't make any different move, you don't change anything in your life today, 10 years from now, how would your life be? What would your experience be? And you decide, okay, you continue this thing, what would they be? Now you draw, that's the first part. The second part, you now draw the whole thing. And okay, if you actually commit to make things different, to do things different from how it's been done, what would your result be 10 years from now? So that's the second thing you do. Now, going back to, okay, I'm looking at this from the perspective of you actually doing things differently, you getting better results. Now, okay, we're going to that, and that's what we're working with, you actually committing to make things different. Now, we'll work with that. So now coming to that, we're breaking it into 4 phases. We'll go deeper into streamlining it steps by tomorrow. But first thing I want to break down now is we're going to break it into 4 phases so you understand how they work. So phase 1, we're going to write, okay, your plan. Now for I'll start with the financial goal, because the truth is, as much as you may not be driven by money, but money helps you sort out a lot of things. How much results do you want to get? How much results can you handle? Your financial goals for the year. So we start with that. So you start with year 1. What's your financial goal for the year? Now, you don't have to make your calendar according to the year. Whatever month you're watching this, whatever month it is, it doesn't have, whatever day of the month, actually, whatever week it is, that can be your start. Now, as much as you can choose to start by the beginning of the week or by the end of the, whatever time you want to start, but the main thing I need you to know is you can start your year in April, in November, in September, any time of the year you want to start your year. So that's what you work with. So you put that, okay, from now to the next 12 months, which is your year, what's your target? Now, as much as you may know this thing, talk about financial goals and all, but have you done it? That's the question. Do you have a place where you have your financial goal written out? A lot of people don't write it. Now, this is where you actually need to get the results. What's your financial goal for the year? You put it down. Your financial goal for the year might be 1 million, can be 10 million, can be 100, can be more. But what's your financial goal for the year? You put that down. That's phase 1. Phase 2, you go down, okay, to say, what's your financial goal for the next 3 years? Working with building on the momentum you're looking at building for the next 1 year. What's your financial goal for the next 3 years? You put that down. Phase 3, what's your financial goal for the next 5 years? You put that down. Now, the phase 4, which is the important part now, is what's your financial goal for the next 10 years? Now, I like the number 10, maybe because I'm also part of the 10X family and all of that, and it's really deep. It's another thing altogether, but the idea is now 10 years, because you're able to walk back. Now, the importance of hitting that 10 years first is, I need you to take a moment. When you write that out, I need to take a moment and pause. You can pause this video, take a moment and pause and say, okay, I'm thinking of my actual goal. What kind of person would I be? Close your eyes, meditate. 10 years from now, what kind of life am I living? Then you walk back. 5 years from now, what kind of life am I living that will get me to that 10 years? You walk back. 3 years from now, what kind of life would I be living that will get me to the 5? Then you come back. 1 year from now, what kind of life would I be living that will get me to that life, that 10-year goal? So that's the kind of thing I want you to do today. I know that you might have thought of these things, but I need you to do it and be very deliberate. I'm emphasizing on this because the truth is, the reason you've had a lot of issues is because you've not had a plan you're working with. You've not had it sketched out. Now, I think a lot on paper. I think a lot on books. I have a lot of books where I write a lot of my plans. I have a lot of papers and I think on paper. That's another thing I'm recommending you do today. Learn to think on paper. Carry a pen, carry a paper, think. Good thing when you're going out, go with a notepad. It's not just about your phone. There's this mental disconnect. You can't compare the same way you connect. That's my belief, because the paper is from nature. The phone is a device, but paper, you're touching the paper, you're writing down. You're connecting on another realm altogether. Now that's why I'm always penning down things. I'm thinking, I'm writing down, I'm putting down my notes. So write out your plan. You can transfer it to your phone, your computer, whatever device you're using. But first thing, think on paper, write it out. This goes year 1, year 3, year 5, year 10. What are the plans? What are the things you're achieving? Now, it's important to write this thing out and have it plain. If possible, you can print it. You can print it out, put on your wall, by your bedside, wherever, somewhere you're seeing. You start with your year 1. Now we'll go deeper into breaking down your year 1 by tomorrow. That's where we're creating your blueprint and the actual programming. Now, but today, we're just touching the important parts of it. It's about your setting your goal and giving you the overview. Now, for the next 3 days, none of the videos, none of these trainings will be too long. I'm actually looking at under 30 minutes, because it's not about plenty talk right now, because you need results, and the result is about the different things you're doing to actually get results, your implementations, your actions. It's not about words. So you're putting down these things. Those are the actions you're taking. Now, I want to teach a very important formula I learned from my mentor, Grant Cardone. Now, it's called MORE, M-O-R-E. Now, M is your motivation, and that's what I call my why. And I believe that, and it's something I talk about a lot, the why is the most important question I'll say every entrepreneur, but it also extends to business professionals, and every individual should ask. That's the most important question. That's my strong belief, because I've seen it work so many times. Why? So for everything you want to do, for every action you want to take, you should ask why. You should have your why. So because it strengthens your resolve. It strengthens why you must do it. Because if your why is strong enough, the how becomes inevitable. That's if your, let me say it again, if your why is strong enough, your how becomes inevitable. Meaning, once the reason for you to achieve this goal, this plans you've written down, the why becomes, once the why is strong enough, finding out how to do it is easier. That's the thing I've learned in all of my years. I've been working as an entrepreneur for over 12 years now, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I think if you're counting entrepreneurs that have made mistakes, I know that I'll be among the top entrepreneurs that they have made the most mistakes. Now, I say this because the truth is we learn more by our mistakes, and that's the same thing I'm saying to you. So don't kill yourself, don't beat yourself up because of the mistakes you've made. It's a natural thing. It's through mistakes you learn. Now, as much as learning from the mistakes of others helps make your journey easier. Now, for me, it was tough because I couldn't find mentors or a mentor that I could actually fully connect to and actually help me get results. And until it was 10 years into my journey that I discovered my mentors, Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, and then a few others I learned from the likes of Sabri Subi, Ty Lopez, Frank Kern, and so many more. But these two are my main mentors I learned from every day. I'm their student. So anything they put up, I'm willing to go check it, learn on their matter every day. Now, being able to have a mentor guide you through the process makes your journey faster. So because you now know these people have given you this, you're able to know that, okay, this is it. So looking at this, you know that this is why you're doing what you're doing. This is the reason. You know to go to get the how. You get the how from your mentors, your leaders, your tutors, your coaches, and all that. But the why is you. So they are not the ones to tell you your why. Your why is what's your internal desires. What's your internal desire? What's your personal benefit? What are the external desires you have? So those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Internal desires could be your personal reason. Now, what is going to do for you? The why now could now extend to, okay, how others around you could also benefit from what you're doing. So the internal desire is personal. It's all about you. The external desire, the internal desire could also be a deep connection to someone. It could be your why, could be your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your brother, your sister, your parents, or something. That internal desire, the external desire could extend. So going to your why is the important thing. That's your motivation. I'm emphasizing on this because it's really important, because I think if you hold your why dearly, if your why is clear enough, the how becomes inevitable. Once you know your why, you're able to go look for the how. Because first of all, your what, you know what you want to do, but why you want to do what you want to do is another part. So knowing what you want to do, why you want to do what you want to do, then you go get the how. If your why is strong, if you know that, okay, this is the reason. So now, for example, you're trying to raise money to save a life. Now that's a very strong why. It could be the life of your brother, your spouse, your parent. But the why is very strong. And you know you're trying to raise $1 million to save their life. You're going to do it because your why is strong. You're trying to save a life. But because you're aware of the why and how strong it is, that's you're going to actually you can't just easily settle for, oh, this is, they said, you asked this person, said no. and you leave it there. You're going to keep pushing until you get it, because you know the importance of getting this thing. Now, I hope this is painting a clearer picture for you, understanding the why being strong enough. So you're setting your goals. What are the things you want to change in your life? What are the things? What would it be? So the why should be strong enough. So even if you're setting a goal of a few thousands, a few hundreds, a million or more, but why do you want this goal? Why do you want to achieve it? I think that's the most important part, because without that, if your why is not strong enough, you're not going to be motivated enough to do it. I know I've emphasized on this, but it's so you really understand the importance. Now, the second part of the formula, the O, what are the opportunities? Now, what are the opportunities? I still call what are the benefits? What are the things that this goal would get for you? What can you actually achieve with this goal? Now, hitting this target, what are the results you would get? What are the things you benefit from these goals? So write it down as well. Now, all the opportunities now in two parts, I like in parts. So the part one is, okay, what are the benefits that will come? What are the opportunities this would give you? What would you be able to achieve? What would you be able to buy? What would you be able to acquire? What would you be able to do? So those are the opportunities that come with achieving your goals. So you need to make it plain as well. Then you now go back to the other part. Okay, what are the opportunities that you have that can help you achieve this goal? So those are the two parts you're working on with your opportunities. So number one is, what are the opportunities that would open up once you achieve this goal, your goal. Then the second part is, what are the opportunities that would help you achieve this goal? Those are the two parts you will be operating from. Now, writing them down, it could include your all the opportunities you know that you have, all the things you know that you can do. So those are the things you look at. Now, the third part is the R. So what are the resources that you have? Now, resources could be your phone, could be your laptop, could be your office space. You can have your office space, could be your home office, your office, and the skills you have. I still consider them resources. What are the skills that you have? What are access to materials you have? I would say your resources are also your assets. So what are the assets that you have that could help you achieve this goal? So what are those resources? You list them out as well. Now, it enables you know that, okay, you're being equipped. And the reason I'm emphasizing on these things now is so your mind shifts from, a lot of times people get affected by trying to get the results, and they say, oh, I need this money to achieve this. I need this money to achieve it. The thing is, I've learned in my process, you don't always need money to make money. Contrary to what a lot of people say, you don't always need money to make money. What you need to make money is courage. Knowing that you have the courage to ask for, your money is not with you. One of my favorite lines from my mentor is, who's got my money? So the money you want is with someone else. So the money you need for the process, the things you want to achieve, is with someone else. So you ask your question, who's got my money? You don't have to have the money. Someone else will do your money. So you need the courage to go ask the person for your money. So where's my money? That's how I look at it. Where is my money? Who's the person? Where's the person? So you're looking at, okay, how do I get my money from this person? You know, okay, this is the amount of money I need. This is how much I need to get things done. This is when I need it. Now we'll go deep into the programming tomorrow. That's what we're touching. That's where, okay, break down the different steps. Well, now it's for you to understand, okay, who's got my money? Where's this person? So you're starting with that, ensuring, okay, knowing, okay, first, the money is there. That's external. So we're looking at the internal. So what are the things you have? What are the resources you have? What are the assets you have that will get you results? So that's what we're looking at. So it's not about the people out there. It's not about what you don't have. We're not looking at what you don't have now. We're looking at what you have that can help you achieve your goal. Write them out, whatever it is, no matter how little it is. It could be your pen. It could be the paper you have. What are the list of resources that you have that will draw you closer to your goal? So that's the thing. That's the thing you need to do now. So write them out and work with them. Now, another beautiful thing is the E. I'm going to leave that till tomorrow. I know. But the reason I'm leaving it till tomorrow is for you to pay attention and not get overwhelmed. The E is a stretch, is a lot. And it will tie more into the program we're having tomorrow. And I need you to actually do and be prepared for tomorrow. So by the time you do your assignments today, you start from, okay, setting your goals. What are the goals you have? What are the plans? You draw your different phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That's year 1, year 3, year 5, year 10. What are the goals you have? Now you drill down. What's your motivation? What's the why you're doing what you're doing? You drive down. What are the opportunities that you have? And the opportunities, we talked about it in two forms. The opportunities that would help you achieve, that would open up once you achieve your goal, and the opportunities that would help you achieve your goal. So those are the two phases. Then the R, your resources, your assets, the things you have that will help you actually achieve this goal. So those are the things. So the E, we go further to touch it tomorrow. So the reason going over this is about the time we talked about the length of each video. So I need you to be fully prepared. I need you to put down to actually do the work. Go down to actually do the work to get your results. So don't skip anyone. And once you put this thing, take a moment and visualize the person you are at the end. So it's not about just achieving your goal. It's about the person you need to be that can achieve these goals. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to help you with. Being the person you need to be that can achieve this goal and get the best results. So I think this is where we wrap up this video. I'm so excited because this whole concept of taking you through the process, it's about setting the right foundation, setting the right structure for the next phase of your life. If you're tired of all of the issues, you start your business, you stop, you start operation, you're motivated tomorrow, you're losing motivation, this is why you're here. This is why you're experiencing the growth accelerator. This is why you're getting all these plans put together. That's why we're giving you actionable plans. You're not just running through trainings that you're not going to implement. You're running through the actual training that you're implementing every day. So just get ready, get your results, and I'm excited about hearing your stories, sharing your experiences, and all of that. So if you have any issues, my support team is available. Send a message. We're actually going to respond to you. So see you tomorrow. Thank you so much once again for taking the step. And I'm so excited about seeing you through the entire process. So until next time, I'm Theo Godson, and do have a wonderful day.